Wow, I have been really like fucking talking to myself for like past 2 hours. Like, what? Okay, this is like pretty embarrassing. Uh, okay, like I test myself about like the volumes. Yeah, like there is like settings that called the advanced audio properties in like uh in OBS. And like I usually I test myself how to like the volumes of myself and like test like how I would sound under some kind of like noises. Uh and I just found out that I like put it into monitor only that mutes outputs. Okay, so for Christ's sake. For past 2 hours I have like talking to myself, really? Okay, Christ's sake. Oh. Okay, it is kind of pretty, I don't know, like depressing to hear that I have been like muted myself for like 2 hours. Because I like, like despite it being like a solo stream without any like involvement of like chats, I have been like talking a lot. Like I have been like go through a lot of like I don't know like lot of topics that I just conjure up in my head. Ah, I wanna die. Anyways, like okay, I was like saying in like before we like came, like this Yukiozuki is only like produced once in a year, right? And this one is called Yukiozuki, and like the swaying moonlight on the heavy snow, Yukiyozuki. Like you can see from like the snow, night, moon. So I was like talking about how would be like really fitting to drink this on the like outdoor onsen in like Sapporo or like Hokkaido. Like in like years, if I can like afford the another like bottle of Yukiozuki and like can like reserve a private onsen in like Sapporo in any other like Hokkaido regions where there is like a lot of snows. Since I can like get to like public baths because I have a lot of tattoos in my bodies, and like usually the public bath is like prohibits a lot of like the tattoo havers to enter their public bath. And my tattoo are not in like in size of like having to like bandage those stuff to like be permitted to go inside. So if I want to like having like a proper outdoor bath in like Japan, you have to like have to reserve like outdoor onsen. And I was like talking about how it would be really like fitting to reserve like outdoor bath in like private onsen with Yukiozuki when there is like full moon and there is like snowing, so you can like drink Yukiozuki in Yukiozuki. So I was really like thinking about I saying about how that would be that really awesome to be like having that kind of like experience whilst I was like drinking this amazing drink. Yeah. And I was like kind of answering you about the importing this single bottle into like here, which is like considerably really near to Japan. But to like import this kind of like drink, you have to like pay like a really like this is like the only amount that is like 720 milliliters that is for like personal consumption that is under $150 USD. So it is like nightmare to import like liquors that is over like 2 liters. And Yukiozuki was like how should I put it? It was like sold in like this small 720 little bottles, but also like a large size that have like 2 little bottles. But I kinda like like tax and stuff. I calculated like tax and taxations and stuff. But if I were to like buy like 2 bottles of like this stuff or like 2-liter version of this stuff, I have to like pay the one more like I don't know, like if I were to buy 2 of these, I have to pay taxes for like the amount of like third one. So this one was like a 6k yen. But if I were to buy like 2 bottles, I have to pay like almost like 10k yen for the like import taxes, because these culture areas kinda like share same kind of like drinking traditions regarding like rice fermented drink. So they have to be like protected because we produce those like same kind of rice fermented drink, and Japan also produce some kind of like rice fermented drink. So the kind of protection taxes are like limiting like us to buy a lots of quantities of like foreign alcohols. And I can like really imagine how hard it could be to like import this stuff in like US, like where you live. Like I have like I have like educated guests that you live in like Florida and like the America, and you have to like go through the like whole like process of like going into like airplanes and stuff. And like this one is like alright to like send to me in like light packagings with like minimals like air bubbles and like it's straight up illegal with proper licenses. So you can like import like foreign alcohol without like for like personal like consumptions. It is illegal. God. Holy gee, I have to say like okay, I have like heard about like the monologues about like all like how should I put it? Some like examples of like someone who likes drinks from like foreign countries, for like I don't know, from like Europe. There is a lot of like cultural like domestical drinks, right? So they have to like ask their like local like bars where they have license to like import drinks from like other countries. But usually the local bars don't have that kind of licenses because they only like import drink like domestically, like from their states or like in like United States of America. So it is kind of few that is able to import the drinks, even if you have like licenses. So I kind of heard about the monologues about you have to like befriend a certain like bar masters who have like like international like drink like importing licenses. So you have to like coerce them to like import some like ritual like drink stuff like pekora umeshu like door jeans, so you can like only like able to get them like that kind of stuff unless you are going to like Japan yourself to like get it yourself. So yeah. So anyways, I really hope that you were to like get a bartender friend well, like I hope you befriend some like bartenders. You know? Okay, I was like, if I were to like be like American citizens with like born and raised in States and have like great I don't know, like experience and great expectations about like mixing drinks and serving drinks, I might open like subcultures bar that is oriented into like Japan and they are like in their like cultures, so I can like import some like Yamazaki or like these ones. But yeah, and that sucks to be you, honestly, because this one is really like amazing drink or like sake perspective. Like I was saying that I was a little bit underwhelmed by the pekora umeshu that I have bought from the Raryoke-kan in Akiba, since I really thought it can be like a little bit more complicated than a simple like umeshu like syrup. I enjoyed drinking the pekora umeshu even if it was like little syrupy and a little oversweet, because I know it is like meant to be like served over ice and served over like soda waters. So I had a little bit of like stereotype towards Lami sake that maybe it could be like little underwhelming. But as soon as it's like in last stream, I was like drinking this one out of the box, and like after it is like chilled, I was like blown away how good it was, and like I really like why this one just like don't know, like 2022 version of the Yukiozuki have like awarded like bronze award in like sake award. I really think this should have been like awarded like, I don't know, like fucking gold award. Like how amazing this was. Like this have like amazing aromas and amazing like mouthfeels that you can like have from like sake. When you like drink, there's like a straight up ginjo flavors, and there's like really amazing like explosion of like floral and fruitiness, and it leaves like sweet pear kind of like amazing aftertaste also, and really like fitting its name about Yukiozuki, like swaying moonlight under like snowing nights. Like I'm really enjoying this sake so much, you know. You should be jealous because this is amazing. So I will be being kanpai to you. I really hope that someday you would be like able to like taste this stuff. Someday. I'm really hoping and rooting for you. Kanpai. Amazing. You got the Noel gin from Kaikan but couldn't find every Lami sake. Yeah. I think Yukiozuki isn't really like contributed, not contributed. What was the name? What was the word? The contributed? No, the contribute? No. なんだったっけ？分解、 this is like being like a limited version that have like, you know, if you like see this one, you can like kind of see this is like season 4 of the Yukiozuki. So this one being nature of like being limited stuff. So that means you cannot be really like, I don't know, stocking up this product without like paying like premium price, you know? So like Radio Kaikan is like known to be like secondhand goods, not like second hands, but like the like overdated and like the like it's like prime time goods, that kind of stuff. It's like known for that kind of stuff. And since it was like really like limited goods for like have its like seasons, I don't think they have like rights to like stock up this stuff, because it was like limited to like 2 or 3 bottles per like person who like buy it as like personal use. So I don't think Radio Kaikan is like justified to stock up this one to like sold in their like, I don't know, like a tourist place, honestly. Yeah. So I have like the I don't know, the monologue about it. Like I'm keep saying monologue about what was it? The people saying that you could have like got this one when it was not like limited in like 2022 when it was like first released. But yeah, as of right now, this is like seasonal stuff that you can only get like limited quantity. So I kinda get your frustrations. Yeah. Maybe if I can like land a job in Japan in next year, maybe I can reserve, I don't know, like a bottle of 2 by my personal consumptions, and like, I don't know, have one in my fridge. And if you like come over from like, I don't know, like tourisms or like a 6th fest, but I will presume it will be like sold after like fest, because I got this one from like May. So maybe if you're like visiting Japan's, and if I were to have like, I don't know, like live in Japan for like some reason, maybe I can like share a bottle. Yeah. I will gladly share, cause this sake is like awesome. Honestly, it's like fitting to its like its name, and it's amazing to drink all. It's like its own, and it's amazing to like drink with like these fatty meats and like these dishes. I'm honestly like having this great vibe tonight. I was talking about how I was like surprisingly enjoying this kind of streaming activities. Like I was like comparing this to like the NASA's, like, you know, like the astronauts and the scientists kind of sending like, how should I put it, the like drones, the satellites, yeah, like the scientists from like NASA's and stuff, like sending satellites into like the vast of like nothingness in like space, you know, like telling the stories of like humanity in like this complex like language, and they're like musics of the earth and that kind of stuff. So I was kind of talking about how I actually kind of enjoying like talking into nothingness, that expecting some kind of like visitors sometimes to like come into this stream and talk about it because I'm really introverted and I'm kind of didn't expect myself to enjoy like talking into like past nothingness. But I kind of started to talk about my retrospective thoughts on my assessment about my thought, right, like my recent thoughts. So yeah, I'm kind of enjoying myself doing this kind of streams, and I'm kind of surprised at myself that I was able to hold like a long monologue while I was playing like Elden Ring and stuff, right? I kind of expected myself to like having to like able to like hold a conversation about like Elden Ring's like lore and like it's like speculations and my like reactions about like the game. But I really didn't thought I would be like monologuing about like like my personal feelings and like my personal like thoughts about the games and like current feelings. My own judgment skills are seriously lacking. Yeah, I think it is kind of like personal trait, to be honest. I really don't thought I would be enjoying myself like talking about the anything that like comes to my mind. Like I have been like I don't know like last like 2 hours that I have been like supposed to like muted. I have been talking about my struggle about my accent and the struggle about my like vocal conditions, the retrospective stuff, and I was talking about like future my streaming plans regarding like what games I should be like I want to play, like Near Replicant, Near Automata. And I was talking about maybe I could like hold like themed Jatsudan stream where I be talking about like human relationships because I'm like ace and have like unique perspective about like human relationships and like how I feel about like intimacy and stuff. So yeah. It was like surprising that I wasn't really feeling about I would have been enjoying this stuff, like I'm glad I started this kind of like little project of mine being like streaming handling because I wanted something to be like remain my first DLC playthrough because my good friend of mine, kinda like gifted this DLC to me so I can like enjoy it myself. And I wanted that kind of the record to be like remain so like I can like show her afterward when she like beat the DLC and stuff. But unironically, I started to like talking into like nothingness and sometimes talking into someone who happened to like visit myself. So yeah, maybe somehow I'm not awkward and I'm not really like commercial about being I don't know like talking into streams. Like I don't know, I don't usually like talk in VCs and like I don't talk in like conference calls I have to attend to and like I don't really like talkative in like meetings and stuff. But honestly, this streaming like, experience I had, I'm kind of surprised at myself. I was able to like hold like a long conversations, like a long monologue, honestly. So yeah, I'm looking forward to what I could like do in the futures with this like newfound joy in streaming. Yeah, that was like all of the things I have been talking muted the last 2 hours. And I'm kind of embarrassed about like how I have been like talking nonstop like past 2 hours muted, and none of us like none of my like talking topics and stuff was not recorded. Kind of embarrassing. I might just like, I don't know, like cut the first like 2 hours of the streams. Kind of embarrassing, and I really kind of glad you came and told me there was no mic. Like honestly, like in the like advanced like audio properties, the monitor off and like monitor only is like so like close together. So I don't know, but yeah. But there's the thing, I like talking to the walls. Even if there is like no bounce backs and like no reflections and no response to the walls, I find myself that I kind of enjoy that I express myself. Even if there is no response, even if there is no audience, and even if I don't like deserve an audience about this talk, like thinking of minds, but I think it is like all good if you enjoy yourself articulating the sentences and words that have been like, I don't know, like being problem in your head for like some hours or some days, or I don't know, there's something you want to say but you haven't because there wasn't any chance, or there wasn't every like bravery or like confidence to say like those stuff. Yeah, but I'm glad I found my channel to like focus the kind of, I don't know, the hidden needs that I somehow discovered myself, that maybe I wanted to like talk to nothingness. And just because like the call it therapy, that's the thing, I hate therapy. Cause like I'm paying like someone to like heed my like ramblings about my traumas that I really don't want to like pick and like revisit myself. So like I really don't like venting, and I really don't like therapy, because that is also like revisit of sensitive stuff that I have been like don't want to touch inside my mind. But if you are like doing a streaming and stuff, you can like talk about the things that like excite you. You can talk about something that stimulates you. You can talk about something that excites you. Did I talk about that? Yeah. So it is like more positive in nature. It is like more, I don't know, like excite yourself to talk about like, you know, like I was like really excitingly like talking about how I want to like having like outdoor bath in Japan when you visited. So I was like, even if I didn't knew that I was like muted, I was like talking about really like amazing like dreams that I want to like fulfill one day. And I was talking about the exciting things I want to like do stuff, instead of like calling something that is like really depressing and really like deep inside of me, that is like really different to like venting my emotions and stuff. So it was really like surprising because like I can be like really depressive at times. I can be really like mood breakers at sometimes. But I'm really surprised that I myself like talking about positively in like pictures, and I'm talking about something exciting that I might be enjoying in the futures, like plans that I want to live in the futures. Yeah, maybe, yeah, this kind of streaming stuff isn't that much scary than I thought to be. Yeah, it takes like 3 months of like quiet contemplations that I whether want to be go live or not. But I'm glad that I started to like stream about like playing games or like talking into nothingness or to summons. I'm glad I started this, and I'm excited about how this kind of choice is taking me into like future decisions. May it be like playing games, may it be like explaining myself, may it be, I don't know, like personal ramblings. I think I will be like consistently excited about what this kind of choice will take me into the futures. But as for now, I have been like being like PC for like past 30 minutes, and I think I kinda like reached the limits. So I will be visiting the toilets really quick. So I don't think I can hold it no longer. So I will be right back after like 2 minutes. Tadaima. Right. A little secret, but I had an avatar I've been holding onto. I really never had a chance to use over a year at this point. Good on me for getting through the pace in 3 months. Well, yeah, honestly, like I have like created this channel like to commemorate the start of the year, and maybe think about I should be like it would be like fun to start this hobby or like a serious like commitment. I really not sure at this point, but I have been like, I don't know, like, you know, like last year I have like the major like vocal surgery that is like still haunt me to these days about the range of my like vocals and like tonality of my vocals, and like I like before you came I was talking about how I really hate about my accent that isn't like properly like developed in a sense of that it's like pleasant to hear. And I was talking about the limitations about my surgeries, and I have like talk in like softer types of voice. So I was like having like major like breakdowns. Honestly, I call it like 3 months, but honestly it was like half 1 year that I was like keep doing like private streams to like monitor my outputs and like monitor how my voice would sound like, and it was like agonizing, honestly, because I hated every word I planned to utter, and I hated the sound that I was sounding. Even if it was like recorded or like real time, I have been hard time that like adjusting my like brainwave into believing this is my voice now, this is how I speak now, and this is how I should be like talking to right now. Yeah. So although it is might be a little bit limiting to like speak in this kind of smooth voice without like, you know, like when you see like the other streamers, they are like really, how should I put it, expressive, that if they like excited, they can like shout and express they're excited and stimulated, and if they're like sad, they can like, I don't know, like sound depressing and a little bit sad. But in medical reasons, I cannot have like more than like octave to like express my tonality of my voice. And I cannot like shout and sing. Like physically, I cannot shout and sing because of the limitation of this surgery. So it took a really lot of convincing, and I was like really like verge of like tears when I started my first Elden Ring stream. But now in retrospective, and now I'm like still terrified of like clicking go right button in YouTube, and I'm still really terrified to like click the other scenes that involving like mic inputs other than like opening and endings of my OBS, because you know it really took tremendous amount of like braveness in my part. Should I say it like I have to utter a lot of convincing in myself and a lot of like fuck it mindness, like, you know, right? Fuck it, I have to do it because I rationalized myself that I should be like doing this stuff, and this is like perfect excuse and perfect reason to do this kind of activities. But yeah, I'm still to this day, after like I don't know how many fucking like hours of streaming I did. Honestly, I don't think it is little in that kind of like time frame I started streaming, because I was like maniacally and like frantically like streaming Elden Rings. I'm playing Elden Ring like really many hours, and I haven't been like not talking in those streams either, neither. So I'm really glad that somehow I find myself some kind of bravery or like fuck it mindset, that I choose to click that go live buttons. So I'm really hope that you yourself find, like, it is a terrifying thing, you know, like you expose yourself in public. It is like akin to like doing your like Twitter post under like, I don't know, like a hashtag or something. It is like out for anyone in the world that have access to internet to browse, and it is like terrifying to think about the possibility of it like discovered by anyone, even if it is like known to like you or yourself. But the sheer thought of like those kind of mental block that present in front of you just because it is like public, not unlisted, not like private streams, or like inside the community that you are like familiar with. It is really terrifying feeling, to be honest. And I don't think it will be changing anytime. Like, I have like 10 subscribers right now, and I don't think like pressing the go live button would be any easier if I had like 1 million subscribers, like 10 million subscribers. That won't be changing anytime soon, anytime in the futures. And yeah, it is a terrifying thing to expose yourself and express yourself, but I really hope that you somehow find a joy, like enjoyment, joy, stimulations, excitement, whatever, that expressing yourself can be really fun in whatever circumstances, when you're like playing games or like drinking drinks, whatever topics, whatever like thoughts, whatever assessment, whatever retrospective, whatever reminiscence you would be doing. If you find some joy and possibly excitement about like wanting to do it again, I think that's just game over for you. You are like a streamer now. You know? Like, I hope that you find that kind of excitement in whatever activities you want to pursue. And I hope that you be a good streamer that people would attend to. Like, And honestly, if you enjoy yourself talking into like vast nothingness, into the void, without like any contents to prepare, today honestly this stream is like Nama of the Nama. Like I'm doing like learning like a gaming stream, I prepare some kind of things to say about like the lore. And like last stream about my like drinking stream, I prepared about what is different between like the Junmai Daiginjo and Ginjo, and like difference between like Japanese like sake and stuff. But today was like Namar and Namar, that like this is like purest form of myself that is talking into like vast nothingness, and I was really like turning enjoy myself and like vibing myself. Without knowing, I have been like muted myself for like 2 hours. So in the future, or like in any times that is not today but futures, I remember that I liked to do this kind of stuff, and I wish I can like do this for the time beings. I can't like guarantee what will be happen to me in the futures, but for the time beings, I really hope that I could like do these kind of streams and enjoy myself further into the futures. Here's to okay, is this like last class? Let's see. This is like second to last class. Cheers to people who like to say anything to the best nothingness. Kanpai. This is good sake. Amazing, like fermented rice flavor that is like permeated from like first sip, and its sweetness is like hinting your like nose about like hello, this is like sake, and the whole the mouth is like covered with like sweetness about the like glucose that is produced by the carbohydrates. Like aftertaste, really like feel like you are like biting into really sweet Asian pear. That's really refreshing and really sweet, honestly. The sake is like named so like, I don't know, adeptly. Like so fitting name, Yukiozuki. And I really like to one day like experience this one as like my onsen plan, you know? And hydrating is important. Like in my youth, well, I'm still like young, you know, like the Tom's Christmas cake in like Japan. I'm not that age of right now, or maybe I'm at that age, I really don't count it, but anyways, like, you know, like what I was trying to say, whatever your like age would be, And like when I was like young, like young adult, when like first like permitted to like drink, I really like didn't drink any of the waters, but just like drinking my like alcohols in like some like drinking parties and stuff. And I could have like, I don't know, like endure that kind of torture honestly. But as I age a year or two of myself, then I enjoy and like discover a like enjoyment of drinking by myself. When people kind of says that it's kind of sad to drink by yourself, but honestly, drinking by yourself, if the point of the drinking is like not inherently getting drunk, but in like enjoying like good drink, I think you can find yourself liking a lot of flavors and joy that the good drinks they provide, you know? So in order to like prolong that kind of excitement and joy and stimulation, you kind of learn how to take care of yourself, and hydrating yourself is kind of way to do it. Cause if you like drink a lot of waters, you can like limit yourself how you're affected by the alcohols. And it is like honestly it is like toxic, you know, like alcohol is toxin. And it affects you in a like bad way to becoming like tipsy. But as you like age, you kind of know how to like take care of yourself while you are enjoying yourself, having like good drink. And I think that is like wonderful thing, you know? Like I really thought you cannot be enjoying like drinks and getting drunk unless you are in some kind of like community or like drinking parties or like in at least like 3+ people who are involved in drinking, you know, like in social circumstances. Yeah, drinking is a skill. I totally fucking understand. Like in that kind of like social gatherings and drinking parties and stuff, you kinda expect yourself to be like perform, you know, right? You don't want to be like seen as like weaklings that can't handle like drinks. You know, you don't want to see like weaklings and weak link into the like social, and you want to like prove yourself to be like a great at drinking. But that is like the most stupid youngster things. Like you don't have to like prove that you are capable of drinking, but you only have to like able to enjoy yourself while you are affected by a toxic that is named alcohol. So that is what I learned while I was growing up to be an adult, honestly, to able to enjoy yourself. That you don't have to like force yourself to be like prove that you drink a lot or drink fast, drink like consecutively. You don't have to like do all of this stuff unless you enjoy yourself doing it. So as of right now, who are like nearing the age of Christmas cake or like over the Christmas cake, I really don't know, because like the counting age is different in another countries. So anyways, I'm nearing that kind of age. Yeah, even if it is like literally a pint, like you can like, I don't know, enjoy a pint over like like span of like 2 hours, and nobody will like fucking like ball your eyes about like enjoying your pint in 2 hours because it's valid. You can like enjoy your like Guinness, like pint of Guinness, like 2 hours, and you will not give a fuck if someone is saying about something. Literally, if someone is like talkatively like talking to you, what the fuck are you like drinking? Over like 2 hours, you haven't like drinking a pint, you will like eventually learn to not give a fuck, but to enjoy yourself. Yeah. I will beat you all by having the most fun drinking. Even if it's like literally one beer, yeah. Drinking is fun if you are drinking good stuff. And it is like accompanied by yourself or like good people you trusted. You trust yourself. And about like good food. Like I'm already like kind of full like eating this stuff. But I will finish this one like off stream, I think. And this one I will be eating after like this is like braised pork belly and like marinated like reddish strips, and it is like really going well with like rice and like carbohydrate. But since I'm drinking sake, which is already kind of carb and a lot of like glucose in my system, so I was limiting myself to not eat rice, because if I were to like eat rice, I will be like knocking myself out in like 1 hours. So I really don't want that. So I will be enjoying this one with like purple rice tomorrow as my lunch and as my dinner. Okay, so plan was honestly like streaming for like 3 hours from like midnight, because well, I said in like the beginnings, but it was muted because of my stupidity, so that I would be streaming for 3 hours, because in like 3 a.m. JST there is some stream I want to catch, and 3 a.m. JST is like 1 hour away from the Blue Archive daily reset. So I want to like end around like 3 a.m. JST. So yeah, since I kinda like drank all of like half of the Yukiuzuki, and I think this is like last. Yeah, this was last glass. I think we can say a goodbye to Yukiuzuki and this stream after I take shots from this one. Yeah, one last kanpai. I'm like really sad about like this one being like one bottle. Like, you know, like this was like amazing sake, honestly. Like I said it like over and over, and this like third time I was saying it, but I really thought this would be underwhelming because it was like the, I don't know, like collaborative like goods, and usually like collaborative goods are known to be underwhelming. But now I have like tasted it, I honestly think it deserves like gold medal for that like stupid like the sake award. Like, how would you like taste this stuff and not giving like gold awards? Like, this is like amazing stuff, and I'm really like grateful to Miss Lamy to ever produce this one. And I really hope like Meshishiroi to be like produce this one eternally, honestly. As long as I'm breathing and live as a person over here, I want them to like forever producing this stuff. So I can like order over and over during the years and to have like, I don't know, like drinking stream regard about this one. But sadly for today, yeah, I will hope that one day you can get one yourself. So for like the last 7 minutes about my stream, and will be the last kanpai to the Yukiozuki and the sake, and for me and for you and for other ones who might be listening in the futures or right now. This is one last kanpai that I hope that your day, afternoon, night, morning will be blessed as I enjoy this sake. And I hope whatever your like day and plans ahead might be, I hope it will be filled with excitement and joyfulness and stimulations. Yeah. And I hope and I kanpai to the Meshishiroi that they keep producing Yukiozuki, even if it is like under a different name, so that you and I can one day keep buying myself. Kanpai. This is such a good sake. You know, I'm not a sake expert. I'm not a sake expert, and I haven't really drinking a lot of sake in my life. But the complexity and the sheer like brightness and delightfulness this sake brings to my like palate, I can like safely say that like if anyone like brings this sake to any like body that enjoys like fermented like rice drinks, you will be instantly charmed by this sake. And that is like my guarantee. This is like amazing stuff. And I really, really hope that you might one day able to secure one by yourself. I really hope so. It is really great sake, and honestly, there is a lot of like good sake besides Lami sake. And I just like hope that you might find one day that you or other ones like find sake that is like liked by yourself, whether it means Yukiozuki or not. It can be like, I don't know, like the regular like junmai, it can like ginjo, or like shumai, or like can be like any other like sake that is like go from like rice. But I'm really like think there is like one drink you might be enjoying from this type of drink, and I really hope that one day you find something that you really like about this sake, whether it is Yukiozuki or not. But the world is vast, so is Japan, and so is like the sake world. So I'm really, really hope that you would find something that like tickles your excitement, your stimulations, that you find this is the one. This is like really something that like fits my mouth, fits my mental, fits my, don't know, expectations and stuff. And as a drunk and drunkard, honestly, drinking is fun. And I hope you enjoyed some of my ramblings that followed by the drinkings that I have done these streams. Yeah, it is 2 minutes before 3 a.m. and I think it is like good time for me to kind of wrap it up. Thank you for everyone who might come and go and enjoy the stream or not. And thank you, honestly, for making me able to converse with someone else than myself. It is like enjoy myself. It is kind of like, I don't know, like fun to like talk myself, but it is like more like fun to talk with other people, you know. And I bless you to join and made my night. Well, the pleasure is mine, and I thank you and everyone who joined to chat and have a drink with me. I hope that there is like other like futures that I hold a more like drinking stream and just dance streams, and I have like more content to like talk with you and like more reminiscence, more retrospective, whatever that I could be, that I will be able to like talk with joyfulness that is matched with today. So I thank everyone who came and go, and I really hope that you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evenings, and I bless your day forward. And I bless anything you out to start or to continue. Well, I want to like cheers, but like cheers with a tea. Thank you for watching, listening, and be part of this one. And I hope that someday in the future, if I want to stream another things, I want to see you in the futures. I'm really thankful and grateful. So I hope that I see you later. Then, Jana, ありがとう、見てくれて。